Daddy is gonna read a story today. M is for mischief. The author is Linda Ashman. The moon is made of cheese. Angry Abby. Abby is apt to argue anything and in any place. She'll argue over apricots, an acorn, an ace. She'll argue with an astronaut, an artist, or a waiter. A shame she had to argue with that awful alligator. Blistering Buster. According to Buster, his bike came in first. His bubbles the biggest. His blisters the worst. His belches the loudest. He bows like a pearl. He claims he's so bright. He's beginning to glow. He bragged he could fly like a bird off the barn. What bluster! Now Buster has broken his arm. Catastrophic Coco. Coco came to camp, cracked a compass, smackled a lamp, clogged a drain, cut a tarp, clobbered Curtis with a carp, crumbled cookies, crushed a cake, crashed a kayak in the lake, called the counselor a cow. Coco's cap is coming now. D. Doodling Daphne. Daphne doodles on her dresses. Daphne doodles on her dolls. Daphne decorates the draperies, the dishes, and the walls. Daddy tells her, "Do not doodle, dear. This place is disgrace." Daphne waits till Dad is dozing. Then she doodles on his face. Doodle means smear something on your face. E. Eavesdropping Eva. Eva enjoys hearing every exchange. She creeps up to eavesdrop at very close range, while people are eating, or out on a date, at public events, or private estate. A whisper, an echo, and Eva appears, eagerly listening, straining her ears. She sneaks under tables or leans from ledge. Uh-oh, now Eva's gone over the edge. F. Friendish Frankie. Frankie flings frisbee, making Philly flinch, flipping Fletcher's flan, frightening Mr. Finch. Fifi fumes. It's friendish to fling the things like that. Frankie flings another, knocking Fifi flat. G. Glutinous Griffin. Grandma makes Griffin ask Gracie to lunch. Before Griffin greets her, he's starting to munch. He gobbles the gherkins, grabs the granola. George is on goulash and green gorgonzola. He guzzles the gravy, devours the goose, glucks a few gallons of cold guava juice. Good gracious, said Gracie. You've gulped all the food. Be grateful, gripes Griffin. It wasn't that good. H. Hiding Hal. Hal believes it's humorous to hide himself from view, hoping out when people pass, to hiss or holler boo. How he behaves with laughter when his hapless victim starts, howling, "Heaven help us!" with a hand upon their heart. One day he huddled in the hedge to startle Hank and Rover. The hound, however, found him first. Hal's hiding days are over. I. Impolite Irma. Impolite Irma is ill-bred indeed. Interrupts Isabel trying to read. Infuriates by popping his tire. Imitates Ivan, inciting his Insult all infants without provocation. Irma irks more than an insect invasion. J. Joking Jackson. How that joker Jackson jushes, hiding Jacks in Joe's Gulashes. Jumbling jigsaws, telling jokes, tripping joggers, jabbing folks. Mama's jacked nerves need resting. Says to Jackson, "Stop this jesting." Jackson pledges, "I'll be sweet." Then smears some jam on Mama's seat. K. Kicking Ken. Kenny is the kicking king. Kick the kite, the keys, the swing. Kick the ketchup and kazoo. Kick the fuzzy kangaroo. Kick the kiwi, kick the gate. Kicked Katrina, aimed for Kate. How unlucky, couldn't kick her. Kenny's fast, but Kate is quicker. Lazy Lenore. Lenore loves to lounge. She will not do chores. She doesn't rake leaves or polish the floors. She won't lend hand when Len washes dishes. She lazily watches while Liz feeds the fishes. She won't change the litter or water the lawn. Whenever there is laundry, Lenore is long gone. While out on the lake, she won't lift an oar. The boat springs a leak. How? Now, who will help Lenore? M. Mischievous Martin. Martin at the market munches macaroons, mops the floor with mustard, mangoes mixing spoons, mops the floor with mashes all the muffins, marks the magazines, mauls the mozzarella, mixes up the beans. The manager observes him with a mild-mannered frown. The manager observed him with a mild-mannered frown till Martin takes shopping cart and mows the melons down. N. Nagging Nora. Nora is nagging her nanny again. Nah. Nora nods. I need a new pen. A notebook? No, a necklace. A nice little newt. I need a new night light. A navy blue suit. Nonsense, says Nell. You don't need a thing. I do, insists Nora. I need a new ring. She needles nonstop till Nell says, I'm through. It seems Nora needs a new nanny now too. Oh, offensive Oscar. Observe Oscar's overalls, coated with dirt. There's ooze on his Oxfords. and oil on his shirt. Yesterday's oatmeal still clings to his skin. Droplets of orange juice drips from his chin. Oscar's offensiveness grows by the day. When ordered to bathe, he will not obey. It's obvious, always. When Oscar's about, one sniff of his odor and others pass out. P. Peaky Penelope. Penelope, perched on the porch eating pie, watches as possible playmates pass by. Too prim, she pronounces. Too plumpish, too dimply, too punny, too pungent, too perky, too pimply. Poopsie, please, Papa. Won't one of them do? Perhaps we could plan for a play date or two. Don't pester me, Papa, Penelope pouts. It pains me to ponder this passy of louts. The problem is plain. She proclaims with a sigh, there isn't a person as perfect as I. Q. Quarrelsome Quincy. It's quirky how Quincy is so quick to fight. He quarrels with all, convinced he's right. He quibbles with teachers, then quacks. How absurd! He quizzes his classmates, then mocks every word. When warned of the quicksand, he questioned the scout. He might quarrel less if he's ever pulled out. R. Rude Ruby. Ruby at the roller rink is raising quite a racket. Rams right into Rita. Then she rips Roberta's jacket, leaves a trail of raisins, called Renee a rat. Ridicules the music, steals Rebecca's hat. The skaters find her rudeness too repulsive to ignore. They spin her round and round so fast, she rolls right out the door. S. Selfish Stella. Stella is so selfish, she won't share a thing. Her scooter, her sweater, her soda, her swing. She sprawls in the sandbox so no one can play. She sits on the slide and scares the others away. Today, by the stream, while skipping a stone, she spied a small skunk that she wanted to own. The skunk ran away, but sprayed Stella as well. She's sharing at last. Too bad is that smell. T. Terrible twins. Tom and Tim. Those trying twins. Trample turnips. Topple bins. Tatter tents. Tangle twine. Tamper with the turpentine. Tackle toddlers. Torment teachers. Toss tomatoes from the bleachers. Terrorize their timid sisters. Trash the house like tiny twisters. Mother says she needs a tether, wants to tie the two together. Truly thinks the twins a chore, till the triplets move next door. U. Untidy Ursula. As usual, Ursula's room is chaotic, piled with junk, mundane and exotic. A wrecked ukulele, buckets of dirt, an unused umbrella, a torn undershirt, an old unicycle, encrusted with rust, unearthly cobwebs, unspeakable dust, sticky utensils, unraveling rugs, an untidy universe perfect for bugs. Father, upset at this unsightly scene, says, "It's unkempt. I urge you to clean." Ursula, peering from under a heap, utters, "I would, but I'm buried too deep." V. Wild Vern. Look at Vern. He's always venting. Vicious temper. Unrelenting. Vern's explosions. Most volcanic. Put his victims in a panic. Aimed his venom at a snake. Vexed with a viper. Vern's mistake. He's running away from the viper. W. Wild Will. Will is at a wedding, wreaking a havoc everywhere. Waddling in the fountain, tugging Winnie's hair, wriggling on the dance floor, warbling through the toast, wrestling with the waiters, walloping the host. The bride wails, "What a whistle! Stop him now! For heaven's sake!" He runs off willy-nilly. Winds up wearing wedding cake. X. Experimenting Xavier. Xavier gets excited mixing extracts in the sink. Mama takes exception, says, "You'll make us all extinct." Explains to him explicitly, "You lack the expertise to execute experiments as difficult as these." Xavier exclaimed to her, "It's just a simple portion." But Mama cannot hear him on account of the explosion. Why? Yakety Yolanda. Yes, Yolanda yaks and yaks while she yo-yos, while she smacks. In the yard by the barn, peeling yams, kneading yarn. Yammers till the doggies yelp, till the youngster beg for help, till the yawning grown-ups moan. Now she yammers all alone. See, finally, it's the end. Zanny, Zelda. Zelda zips, Zelda zooms, zigs and zags through all the rooms, bends the zither, flings zucchini, zings the zinnias with her beanie. Dazzled and frazzled, Zelda's mommy waits and watches like a zombie. When at last her zest is sapped, Zelda zonks, completely zapped. The end. Well, have a good night. Daddy will tell you a story again sometime soon. Okay?